So growing up, we used to have this neighbor who was a serial abuser. He had 3 wives, and most times he will beat them so badly. We hear screams, sometimes sounds of choking, and the neighbors will run to the door and bang on the door. After a while, his son, grown up son from another woman though, he will come and say the screams were exaggerated, that the dad was trying to make them calm down, and the women keep shouting and screaming so that it will seem that the man is beating them. Meanwhile, he isn't. He's just trying to make them calm down. And then the neighbors will say, okay, at least let these women come and let us see them. After a while, the man will come out, he will repeat the same thing, that his wives are just drama queens. Any little thing, they will scream and shout. Meanwhile, he's just trying to calm them down. And so in trying to calm them down, they will scream so that when people hear the sound, they will rush down and say he's doing something to them. After a while, the women will come out. One especially who believes she's the man's favorite. She will say, no, that the bruises on their body is self-inflicted. Say, my husband cannot hurt us. He's not that kind of man. No. All these bruises, it's we that did it to ourselves. She too has bruises. She too receives beating. But somehow, because she believes she's her husband's favorite, she keeps on defending the man. The other two that decide to cry out are then seen as the bad wives. After a while, neighbors stopped responding to their cries and screams because they know the story will be exactly the same. And then the worst part is one of the victims will defend the man. So it's hard to take a stand when even the victims are defending the perpetrator of the abuse. Now, I remember this story because of a recent trending video of the president's son, who kind of dismissed the struggles, talking about how youth have better opportunities and all that. Now I understand the need to defend your family. For the SSAs and SAs and media aides and lobbies, I understand the need to defend their benefactor or employer. But one thing I can never understand is downplaying the pains and struggles that people are going through. I mean, you can blame past administrations. You can say it's the pain before the gain. You can say the darkest part of the night is just before dawn. You can use the usual excuses. It's fine. Agenda must agenda. So please push the propaganda. But one thing that should never be done is to dismiss the pains of people. Because it's one thing to choke people. It's another thing to tell them that they cannot shout. But then to not gaslight them to feel that their pains and struggles are not real, that they are just orchestrated to make the current administration look bad, then that's another level of cruelty in itself. Never downplay the struggles and pains of people, especially when you are not feeling it. In the words of Davison, I hope I wasn't shouting.
The only president that's created